She left him in the living room, staring at his tablet, and walked out without a word. My name is Darren Miles. I'm 38, a software developer living in Seattle, and I've been married for 8 years. For the last year, my home felt like a carefully rehearsed stage. Silent dinners, coffee sipped in separate rooms, and a spouse whose warmth I hadn't felt in months. My wife, Vanessa, had stopped speaking to me about anything meaningful. Instead, routine replaced intimacy, and avoidance became our language. The boy she abandoned was our son, Leo. He's autistic, 12, and brilliant in ways that most people can't see. He loves coding simple apps, building tiny games, and seeing the logic behind everything. That day, Vanessa walked past him like he was invisible, leaving me with the same feeling I'd had for months, alone. I discovered the betrayal 2 weeks later. Vanessa had been sneaking into Leo's tablet account, transferring his apps to her phone. At first, I thought it was innocent, pride in our son's work. Then I noticed payments linked to an account she controlled. $3.7 million. The app Leo had coded, small as it seemed, had become a lucrative venture, and she had been quietly trying to claim it as her own. I didn't explode. I didn't scream. I waited. And then, one evening, she returned. Not because she missed us. Not because she cared about Leo. She came for the money. She walked into the kitchen, with the same fake smile she used when leaving the house 8 months prior, and said, "We need to talk about Leo's app." I looked at her. I saw the calm calculations behind her eyes. And I said what I'd been rehearsing for weeks. "You left him," I said. "You left your own son alone. You don't get to talk about his work as if you care." Vanessa blinked, like I'd caught her in some minor misstep, not the hurricane of betrayal she had unleashed. "I was busy," she said, voice smooth. "I had priorities. You understand business." "No," I said, my voice quiet but cutting. "I don't understand abandoning family for money. You never cared about him. You were convenient." Her jaw tightened. She didn't speak after that. She knew the truth had landed. I felt it then, the turning point. I realized I had spent years bending myself around her absence, explaining her coldness, apologizing for her neglect. But Leo's eyes, watching me as I stood there, reminded me of the only truth that mattered. I didn't need her approval. I didn't need her validation. I only needed to protect him. For days, I immersed myself in legality, in securing Leo's intellectual property. Every email, every signature, every tiny loophole was mine to claim before she could. And when she tried to sneak back in, offering apologies, guilt trips, and empty promises, I didn't respond. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I just reinforced boundaries. The resolution came quietly. Vanessa left again, this time permanently. The money stayed under Leo's control, and I watched him smile for the first time in months. Not for me, not for her, but for himself. I felt pride swell, but also a deep, unshakable relief, dignity restored, respect preserved. I learned something about betrayal and self-worth that most people never grasp. Revenge isn't about drama or public humiliation. It's about reclaiming what belongs to you, your life, your child, your values, without becoming someone you despise in the process. I didn't humiliate Vanessa. I didn't yell. I didn't break laws or hearts unnecessarily. I simply ensured that truth, justice, and respect remained intact. Now, I live differently. I don't let routine replace connection. I speak directly, act decisively, and measure love not by words but by consistency. Leo thrives. He codes, he dreams, he lives in a world where his work and his talent cannot be stolen. And I've discovered something profound. Strength isn't loud. It isn't explosive. It's steady. It's the quiet reclamation of your own life after someone else tried to erase it. If you take anything from this story, let it be this: boundaries are not optional. Self-respect is non-negotiable. And sometimes, the best revenge isn't fire, it's letting your life shine in the face of betrayal.